We're going to go to the vice chair of the subcommittee, the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Mast.
Thank you, Chairman. I actually just recently I used the Florida's Department of Environmental Protection Brownfield GeoViewer and to explore some of the Brownfield sites in my congressional district. There weren't very many, only a handful, but I am very thankful that that kind of technology exists. I think everybody up here should have the opportunity to view that and see that, and hopefully I think we all probably want to see the number of these actually drop down to zero. Now, from what I've heard, this program is a pretty fine example of the way federal government programs ought to work. I think they should probably be mirrored. The federal government shouldn't necessarily be involved in doing everything at the state and local level that they can handle on their own down there, but, provide support where need be, and even in circumstances where the federal government may get involved, should probably be very careful not to sideline state and local partners, really allow the state and the locality to take full ownership of the problems that are faced, that were developed in those areas. And I think, unfortunately, that's where Washington gets into trouble, is when Washington takes full ownership of these programs. So in that, Mr. Daly, I'd like to ask you a question, if you don't mind. When it comes to what they did in Leon County with the Cascades Park, I think it's interesting to turn the brownfields into public parks. I think that's certainly one of the decent ideas that is out there. And also have it function as a stormwater management area. That's a good marrying of what you can do in there. My community is pretty conscientious of pollutants entering into our waterway. We have water from Lake Okeechobee that comes into the Indian River Lagoon in my area, and so we're pretty in tune with that. So I'm interested to know from you what kind of monitoring, what kind of assessment has been done after the cleanup to essentially ensure that there wasn't anything leaching out, things weren't washing downstream. What goes on after? And then maybe even follow up beyond that to say, has the EPA been of good assistance in providing technical support after everything has been said and done? Or are you getting that support downstream that you need?
Congressman, first of all, thank you for the question and the opportunity to respond. I can tell you when it comes to Cascades Park, and you being a Floridian understand the importance of Cascades Park to our history, where St. Augustine and Pensacola met halfway to form the government of the state of Florida. It has always been very important to us, but obviously over the years we did not necessarily take enough care of it on the local level and had to move forward with the redevelopment of it. I can tell you that I'll need to follow up with the specific details on the environmental remediation and continue monitoring. However, I can tell you that it is a national award-winning park and stormwater facility, not only based on the design and the flow of the work, but also based on our environmental record as well for maintaining that facility and be able to move forward. But you are absolutely correct that first and foremost, it is a nationally award-winning stormwater facility. When the hurricane came through Tallahassee back in September, knock on wood, it worked beautifully. It's built to flood and then draw down immediately. It just also happens to be a beautiful park. I will be more than happy to follow up with your office with the intimate details. But yes, as far as I know, we have not had any problems with the EPA in partnership with the monitoring moving forward. They've been good partners for us.
That would be outstanding. Yeah, if you could certainly get back to me or this committee, let us know, what's being done going forward, if there's further support needed or something that needs to be addressed to ensure that this continues to be sustainable in that way. I hope you'll let us know, and I yield back, Chairman.